everyone, and welcome to Access. This week we are completing Guided Project 1-2 in Access Chapter 1. Skills covered in this project: create a table, edit the default primary key, add a new field into a table, edit properties in datasheet view, save a table, enter records, change the datasheet layout, import records, sort data in a table, filter data in a table. Download the resource files needed for this project from the resources link, and make sure to extract the files after downloading the resources zipped folder. And I'm going to save mine in my Access folder. Next, open the Access or AC 2016 Guided Project 1-2 database start file. Enable the content in the security warning. The file will be renamed automatically to include your name. Click the Table button. That is located in the Create tab, Tables group, to create a new table. A new table opens in the datasheet view. Edit the default primary key and add new fields into the table. Double-click the cell containing the ID field name. Type member ID in the field name and press the Enter key. The click to add column to the right is selected so you can add text or add the next field into the table. Select the short text and type for this new field. Type first name in the field 1 column header and press the Enter key. Select the short text data type. Type last name in the field 1 column header and press the Enter key. Add the remaining fields in the table using the information in your instructions. Remember that you select the data type first and then enter the field name. After you enter the last field name, cell phone number, press the down arrow key to remain in that column. Short text, address, enter. Short text, city, enter. Short text, state, enter. Short text, zip code, enter. Hyperlink, email, address, enter. Short text, cell phone number, press the down arrow to remain in that column. Press Ctrl S to save all the modifications you have made to the table. Type members as the new table name. Click OK. Edit the field properties of the members table. Click the member ID field name. Click the Name and Caption button, Table Tools, Fields tab, Properties group. Type member ID in the caption property. Because the field names in this table provide a clear description of the content, it is not necessary to enter anything into the description property. Click OK. Select the first name field. Click the Name and Caption button. Type first name in the caption property. Click OK. Type 20 in the Field Size property, Table Tools, Fields tab, Properties group. Then change the remaining field properties that are located in your instructions. Last name, name and caption, caption property, last name, field size 25, address, field size 45, city, field size 25, state 2, zip code, name and caption, caption, zip, field size 5, email address, name and caption, caption property, email, cell phone number, name and caption, caption property, cell phone, field size 12. Click the Save button to save the changes to the table. With the changes to the field property saved, the table is ready for you to begin to enter data records. Remember that even though you have changed the caption that displays as the column header in the data sheet view, the field names have not changed. Enter the member records into the members table. Click the first cell. Click the first name cell in the append row. Type Geneva. The pencil icon displays indicating that this record has not yet been saved. Press the Tab key to move to the next field. Type Lingle in the last name field. Press the Tab key to move to the next field. Type 1850 Stone Ridge Court in the address field. Press the Tab key. Type Cameron Park in the city field. Press the Tab key. Type CA in the state field. Press the Tab key. Type 95682 in the zip code field. Press the Tab key. Type glingle@gmail.com in the email address field. Press the Tab key. Type 8780-886-6625 in the cell phone number field. Press the Tab key. The pencil icon is no longer displaying. You move to the member ID field in the append row. Tab to the next field. Enter the following information into the members table located in your instructions. Remember that after you tab out of the cell phone number field, you move to the member ID field. Since that is an auto number field, you do not enter a value, but simply tab to the next field. First name, Cheryl. Last name, Wilson. Address, 7105 High Street. City, Folsom. State, CA. Zip, 95630. Email, cwilson@mcc.com. Cell, 916-451-8325. Tab. Then tab again. Ryan Thomas, 2227 Alexandra. And make sure you have no typos. You will miss it when SimNet is grading. Auburn, CA 95602, rthomas@gmail.com, 916-753-5586. Tab. Change the layout of the members table. Click to select the zip column. Right-click to open the content menu. Select Filled With. Type 7 in the column width cell. Click OK to close the dialog box. Click the Center Alignment button. Home tab, Text Formatting Group. Select the state column. Place your pointer on the right border of the state field name. Double-click the resize arrow to adjust the field width using Auto Fit. Click the Center Align button. Click the alternate row color drop-down list, Home tab, Text Formatting Group, and select Blue-Gray, Text to Lighter 80%. Fourth row, or fourth column, second row in the Theme Colors category. Press Ctrl S to save the changes to the layout. Close the members table by clicking the X in the right corner. Import data from Excel into the members table. Click the Excel button, External Data tab, Import and Link Group. To launch the Get External Data Excel spreadsheet dialog box, click the Browse button to launch the File Open dialog box. Locate and select the Members Data File-01 Excel file downloaded from the Resources link. Click the Open button. The File Open dialog box closes. Select the Append a Copy of the Records to the Table radio button. Click the drop-down arrow in the Table Name box and select the Members table if needed. Click the OK to launch the Import Spreadsheet wizard. The data record should display in the Import Spreadsheet wizard below. Click the Next button to advance to the next page of the Import Spreadsheet wizard. Verify that the Import Table box contains the Members table. Click Finish. And then click the Close button. Click the Close button. Open the Members table in Data Sheet view. Your table should contain 14 records. Sort the Members table. Click the drop-down arrow to the right of the city field name. Select Sort A to Z on the drop-down list. The records display in ascending order by city field. Click the Remove Sort button, Home tab, Sort and Filter Group. To remove the sort criteria, click to select the zip column. Click and hold and drag the pointer to move the zip column to the left of the last name field column. Click anywhere to deselect the zip column. Click and hold the pointer over the zip column. With the selection pointer still displayed, drag the pointer to the last name column. Release the pointer. Click the Ascending button, Home tab, Sort and Filter Group. The records display in ascending order by zip code column. In cases of the same zip code, The records are then sorted in ascending order by the last name. Click the Remove Sort button, Home tab, Sort and Filter Group to remove the sort criteria. Move the zip column to the right of the state column. Filter the members table using Filter by Selection. Select 196 in the cell phone for member ID 2. Click the Selection button, Home tab, Sort and Filter Group, and select Begins with 196 from the drop-down list. The data sheet should display only the 7 numbers who have a cell phone area code of 916. Click the drop-down arrow to the right of the cell phone field name. Select Clear Filter from Cell Phone to remove the filter. Filter the data sheet using a text filter. Click the drop-down arrow to the right of the email field name. Select Text Filters on the drop-down list and select Contains from the second drop-down list. Type Gmail in the Email Contains box. Click OK. The data sheet should display only the 5 members who have Gmail as part of their email addresses. Click the Toggle Filter button, Home tab, Sort and Filter Group to switch back to reviewing all the records. Click the Toggle Filter button again to switch back to the filtered records. Click the drop-down arrow to the right of the email field name. Select Clear Filter from Email to remove the filter. Close the members table by clicking the X in the right corner. Select the No button in the dialog box. Do not save any of the changes made to the table. Review the completed members table. Double-click the members table to view the table. Note that the sorting and filtering changes were not saved. Close the table by clicking the X in the right corner. Add database properties using the Database Properties dialog box. Click the File tab to open the Backstage view. The Info button should be selected. Click the View and Edit Data Properties link to open the Database Properties dialog box. Type American River Members in the title area. Type Taylor Mathos in the author area. Type ARCC in the company area. Click OK to save the changes. Close the database. Now let's do a save as. They did not say this in the instructions. This is tricky. Save as file types. Double click your save as, your saved database as, and put it where you can get to it. Save it in your created save as file. Save. Go ahead and exit out, and then submit for grading. As always, if you have questions, use the Ask Dr. Barnes a question tab located in Blackboard. And Then go ahead and complete your next independent project. Good luck, and let me know again if you have questions.